The most shocking day in Heartland history. Amy is about to marry Nathan, but one unexpected person could change everything. Just when the vows are about to be said, a secret from the past storms into the present, and nothing will ever be the same. The morning sun shines over Heartland Ranch, but inside Amy's heart, there's a storm. Her hands tremble slightly as she straightens her dress, her eyes flicking to the mirror again and again. Today was supposed to be perfect. Nathan is waiting at the altar, standing tall and proud, a nervous smile on his face. He keeps adjusting his tie, trying to hide how anxious he is. Friends and family fill the small wooden benches outside the ranch chapel, laughter and whispers blending with the soft country breeze. The air smells like fresh hay, wildflowers, the faint scent of horses in the distance. Everything seems perfect, too perfect. Amy can't shake the feeling that something is missing. She glances at her bouquet, takes a deep breath, and tries to calm the whirlwind of emotions inside her. Memories flood back late nights at Heartland, Ty and she laughing under the stars, the unspoken promises they once shared. She pushes them aside. Today is for Nathan, for the future she's been dreaming about. The soft music begins, signaling that the ceremony is about to start. Outside, the guests chatter excitedly. Caleb notices how tense Nathan looks, giving him a reassuring nod. Georgie whispered something to Amy, trying to make her smile, but Amy can only manage a small, nervous laugh. Even the horses in the nearby paddock seem restless, pawing at the ground as if sensing the tension in the air. And then through the corner of her eye sees someone approaching the edge of the chapel. For a moment, she freezes. She thinks it's just another guest arriving late, but something about his walk, the calm confidence, stops her heart. Ty. He's standing there looking at her with eyes full of emotion, regret, longing, and something she can't quite name. Her breath catches. The flowers in her hands feel suddenly heavy. Nathan follows her gaze, his expression changing as he notices Ty. A hush falls over the crowd. The wedding, meant to be the happiest day of her life, is about to become a moment none of them will ever forget. The soft music continues, but now it feels like a countdown. Every step Ty takes toward the chapel is a step into Amy's heart and a step into chaos. The ranch, the horses, the sun, all seem to hold their breath. Amy's hand tightens around her bouquet. Nathan swallows hard, trying to mask his fear. And in the back of her mind, Amy knows that today will not end the way anyone expects. The storm has arrived, and it comes in the form of the one person she never thought she would see here again. The sun climbs higher, but the warmth does nothing to ease the tension settling over the ranch. Amy tries to focus on Nathan, on the smiles of her friends, on the music playing softly, but her eyes keep drifting to the edge of the chapel. Ty hasn't moved yet, just standing there, a silent shadow from her past, watching every detail of her wedding day. Every laugh, every nervous glance, every whispered word seems to ripple through him, and she can feel it. Even from across the yard, flashbacks hit Amy like a sudden gust of wind. Late nights by the barn, laughter echoing under the stars, tears shared over mistakes and victories, moments that were theirs alone. Shakes her head, telling herself that's all in the past. Nathan is here, ready to give her a life she's dreamed of, but her heart feels caught between two worlds. The air is thick with unspoken emotions, and the gentle breeze carries the faint scent of horses mingled with roses from her bouquet. A reminder that Heartland holds memories she can't easily escape. Ty's eyes meet hers briefly, and in that instant, the world slows. He doesn't step forward yet, but Amy feels the weight of his gaze like a hand pressing against her chest. He's not here to disrupt the day recklessly. There's a purpose, a need she can't yet understand. Notices the tension, his brow furrowing as confusion and concern flash across his face. The wedding music seems to falter in the air, like the ranch itself is holding its breath, sensing that the perfect day teeters on the edge of chaos. In the crowd, whispers ripple like a small wave becoming a storm.
Oh.
Georgie fidgets, sensing Amy's unease. Caleb stiffens, protective instincts kicking in as his eyes track Ty's every move. Even the horses in the paddock shift nervously, restless at the unusual tension in the air. For Amy, the memories and emotions collide: joy, fear, hope, and guilt, creating a whirlwind that she cannot tame. Ty finally takes a slow step forward. Not bold, not defiant, but deliberate. Each step seems to echo in the silent chapel, marking the beginning of something inevitable. Amy's heart races, and for the first time since the morning began, she wonders if she's about to lose the life she thought she wanted, or rediscover a love she never thought she would. The ranch, the guests, even the music hall fade into the background. For Amy, there is only the man from her past and the impossible choice now drawing near. Ty stands at the edge of the chapel, the sunlight catching the strands of hair falling over his forehead, but his mind is anything but clear. Every beat of his heart is a battle between what he wants and what he knows he should do. He sees Amy, her delicate hands clutching the bouquet, her eyes bright with anticipation, her smile trembling ever so slightly, and it hits him like a punch to the chest. She's about to promise forever to someone else. Someone who isn't him. Flashbacks crash into Ty's mind. Time he and Amy rode through the ranch trails alone, sharing dreams and laughter. Nights spent tending horses, moments where words weren't needed to express how deeply connected they were. He remembers the way she looked at him when no one else was around. Soft, trusting, open. Those memories sting now, because they're all at risk of being erased by a wedding that was never meant to include him. Ty's hands tighten into fists at his sides. He had told himself countless times that letting Amy go was the right thing to do, that she deserved happiness, even if it wasn't with him. But standing here, watching her moments away from saying "I do," he realizes that letting her go might mean losing the person who completes him forever. There's a storm in his chest, mixing anger, fear, regret. In love, a storm he can no longer hide. He takes another step closer, slow but determined, feeling every step as though the ground beneath him might crumble. The crowd is a blur. Nathan's face hardens as he notices Ty, but Ty can't see him yet. All he sees is Amy. He imagines the wedding ending without him, and it feels like a knife twisting in his gut. A voice inside him whispers that if he doesn't act now, he will regret it for the rest of his life. Ty's chest tightens as he thinks about the consequences. What if he ruins everything? What if Amy hates him for stepping in? Yet the thought of her walking down the aisle, promising herself to someone else, is unbearable. Yet he knows this is more than a wedding. This is the moment that will define everything. Between them, his heart screams that some risks are worth taking. Some truths cannot be left unspoken. A gust of wind brushes across the chapel, ruffling the petals of Amy's bouquet. Ty feels it as a signal, as if the ranch itself is urging him forward. He exhales slowly, trying to steady his racing thoughts. His decision is made, but the hardest part is still to come. Facing her, confessing everything, and hoping that love can survive the shock of a wedding day. For Ty, there is no turning back. Today, everything changes. The chapel seems to hold its breath. Guests murmur softly, sensing something is about to break the perfect calm of the day. Amy stands frozen, her bouquet trembling in her hands. Takes a step forward, then another, each footfall echoing like a heartbeat through the quiet air. The ranch feels alive in this moment, the wind rustling the trees, the horses shifting nervously in their paddocks. Even the sun seems to linger, as if waiting for what's about to happen. Ty's eyes lock onto Amy's. There's no hesitation, only raw determination. He's not here to argue, to plead, or to cause a scene. He's here to show her the truth of his heart. Nathan notices the change in the air immediately. His confident stance wavers, his jaw tightening as he watches Ty approach. Guests glance around, confusion spreading through the crowd. The photographer freezes mid-shot, capturing the tension that now hangs like a storm cloud over the wedding. Amy feels her chest tighten. Memories of Ty rush through her mind. Long rides through Heartland, nights spent talking under the stars, shared laughter, and unspoken promises. She had tried to bury those feelings, to focus on the life she thought she wanted with Nathan. But seeing him now, standing there with a mix of hope and urgency in his eyes, makes it impossible to deny what has never truly left her heart. Ty finally reaches the front of the chapel. The distance between them feels electric, charged with years of longing and regret. He doesn't speak immediately. Words aren't needed yet. His hand hovers in the air for a brief second, almost as if asking permission to enter her world again. Amy's breath catches. Nathan steps forward, trying to assert control, but there's a strange stillness in the air, as if everyone instinctively knows that Amy's choice is about to shift the course of all their lives. With a deep, steadying breath, Ty speaks, his voice low, clear, and filled with emotion. "Amy, I can't let you do this. Not like this." The words land like thunder, breaking the fragile calm and sending ripples through everyone present. Amy's eyes widen, her grip on the bouquet tightening. Nathan's face flushes with shock and anger. The guests lean forward instinctively, sensing the drama unfolding in front of them. For a heartbeat, time freezes. The wind picks up slightly, lifting petals from Amy's bouquet, swirling them around Ty and her as if the ranch itself is emphasizing. The moment, TA's gaze is unwavering, his expression full of honesty and desperation. The decision that has haunted him for months has finally forced him into action. This is his moment, Amy's moment, and nothing will ever be the same after this. The air in the chapel feels electric. Every heartbeat amplified by the tension that has taken over Heartland Ranch. Ty stands just a few feet from Amy, his hands slightly trembling, but his eyes never leave hers. Every memory they've shared, the laughter, the late nights, the quiet moments by the barn, flashes through both of their minds in vivid clarity. He steps closer, letting the weight of unspoken words finally spill out. "Amy, I can't lose." Ty's voice is raw, shaking slightly with emotion. "I thought I could step back and let you be happy, but seeing you here, I realize I can't. Not with anyone else." His words cut through the murmur of guests, freezing them in stunned silence. Even Nathan feels the sharp sting of reality. He had no idea how deep this bond really ran. Amy's hands clutch her bouquet tighter, petals crumpling between her fingers as tears start to well in her eyes. The crowd watches in suspense. Georgie gasps softly. Caleb's jaw tightens, and the officiant steps back, unsure how to react. Amy's mind races. She had tried to focus on Nathan, to embrace the life she thought was waiting for her. But now seeing Ty standing there, the man who had been her constant, her anchor, the floodgates of her heart open. Every memory, every touch, every quiet moment she shared with Ty comes rushing back. Impossible to ignore. Nathan steps forward, voice rising in desperation. "Amy, this is our day. You've worked so hard for this. Don't let him ruin it." His words, full of frustration, only make the room more tense. Amy turns to him, conflicted, caught between the life she thought she wanted and the love that has never left her heart. Her eyes dart back to Ty, and in that instant, the choice becomes unbearably clear. She cannot deny what has always been real. Ty reaches out, gently taking her hand. The gesture is soft, but carries the weight of everything unspoken. Amy's heart pounds as warmth spreads through her, a connection that feels unbreakable. She looks around at the stunned faces of the guests, the whispering trees, and the restless horses, all bearing witness to this fragile, fragile moment. Her voice trembles as she finally speaks, "Ty." Before she can finish, a single gust of wind lifts petals into the air, swirling around them like nature itself is emphasizing. The importance of this moment, the world outside the chapel, the music, the guests, even Nathan, fades into the background. For Amy, there is only Ty, standing there with honesty in his eyes and love in his hands, reminding her of everything she thought she could leave behind but never truly did. The tension is unbearable. Hearts racing, breaths shallow. This is more than a wedding. This is the moment that will decide the course of love, heartbreak, and the future of Heartland Ranch itself. Nothing will ever be the same. The chapel is silent, but inside Amy, a storm rages. Her hands tremble, still clutching the crumpled bouquet. As her eyes dart between Nathan and Ty, Nathan's face is taut with hope and fear. trying to anchor her to the life she thought she would have. Ty stands firm, his hand outstretched, his eyes full of unwavering love and desperation. Every fiber of her being aches with the weight of the choice before her. Amy's mind flashes to every memory. She shared with Ty the quiet mornings on the ranch, the laughter echoing across the fields, the moments that needed no words. Those memories tug at her heart relentlessly, stronger than any reason or promise. Then she thinks of Nathan, the dreams they built together, the wedding she almost believed in, the future she planned with him. She closes her eyes, feeling the weight of expectation, love, and responsibility crashing down all at once. A single tear slips down her cheek.
Nice.
The world outside the guests, the music, even the sunlit ranch is fading. It's just her heart, raw and exposed, holding the power to decide everything. Amy swallows hard, the air thick with tension and the scent of roses from her bouquet. Every breath feels like a decision. Every heartbeat a drum signaling that the moment of truth is upon her. She opens her eyes slowly. Looking at Ty, his expression is patient, calm. But the intensity behind it tells her he has been holding his own pain in check, just waiting for this one moment. Amy takes a tentative step toward him, then pauses, the uncertainty and fear mingling with longing. Nathan's hand hovers in front of her, pleading silently. But she cannot ignore the pull of what has always been real. The wind outside swirls through the chapel, lifting petals into the air like whispers of fate. The horses shift nervously, sensing the tension that mirrors the emotions in the room. Amy feels the invisible thread that has always connected her and Ty, pulling her forward. Every step feels like eternity, and every moment is weighted with the possibility of heartbreak. Finally, she makes her choice. Her voice trembles, but there is clarity in her tone as she whispers, "Ty, it's always been you," gasps ripple through the crowd. Nathan freezes, his face falling, unable to believe what he just heard. Ty's hand closes around hers, relief and love washing over him in a silent, profound moment. The tension that had held the ranch hostage lifts slightly, replaced by a raw, emotional intimacy that none of the guests can ignore. In that instant, the world feels still. Amy has chosen her heart. Ty has fought for love, and the future of Heartland is forever changed. The chapel is no longer just a place of ceremony, a place where truth, courage, and love have collided, leaving every soul present, breathless and stunned. The wedding may have been stopped, but something far more powerful has begun. A love that refuses to be denied. The chapel is silent, but it feels as if the entire ranch is holding its breath. Amy's hand is in Ty's, her heart pounding so loudly it could be heard across the fields. Ty's eyes are filled with relief, love, and an intensity that leaves no doubt he will never let her go again. Guests are frozen in disbelief. Whispers ripple like a soft wind at first, then grow into a stunned murmur. Nathan stands rigid, disbelief and heartbreak flashing across his face. His carefully planned wedding, the life he imagined with Amy, has crumbled in an instant. Amy and Ty step closer together. The distance between them finally gone, but the drama isn't over. Out of the corner of her eye, Amy sees a figure approaching rapidly from the back of the chapel. It's a stranger, mysterious, urgent, and holding a sealed envelope. Everyone's attention shifts. Even Ty and Amy pause, feeling the electricity of another secret about to explode. The calm of the ranch feels shattered, as if nature itself knows this wedding day is no longer ordinary. Ty whispers softly to Amy, "No matter what happens, I'm here. We face it together." Amy nods, her grip tightening around his hand, her heart torn between relief and fear. The guests lean forward, captivated, unsure what will happen next. Nathan steps back, realizing he no longer has control over this story. His dreams of love and future fade, replaced by the shocking realization that this is bigger than just a wedding. It's a collision of past, it's present, and secrets yet to be revealed. The stranger reaches the front and holds out the envelope. Amy hesitates. Ty glances at it, a flicker of worry crossing his face. The camera, in this case, the narrative pauses dramatically, leaving the moment frozen in suspense. What could be inside? Confession? A secret that could change everything again? The ranch holds its breath. The crowd waits, and the world of Heartland teeters on the edge of the unknown. Then, Amy slowly opens the envelope. A single sheet of paper, carefully folded, flutters in the breeze. She reads it, her eyes widening in shock. Ty tightens his grip instinctively. Nathan pales. The words on the paper are not meant for the crowd. They are meant for Amy, meant to challenge everything she thought she knew. The revelation hits like a thunderclap, leaving viewers stunned, hearts racing, and minds swirling with questions. Screen fades to black, leaving only the haunting echo of the question, what will Amy do next? Can love survive the secrets that keep tearing them apart? The cliffhanger hangs in the air, perfect for driving comments, shares, and anticipation. For the next episode of this dramatic Heartland fanfiction,